Hi, I've been asked to comment about foods that help lower testosterone in women, and it's a fantastic question because there are definitely foods that increase testosterone levels in ladies. So the obvious thing to know is what lowers it. Now, high testosterone in women, just to recap, can make us quite masculine. It can make us quite stressed and irritated, and it's the leading cause of infertility in young women, which is a syndrome called polycystic ovary syndrome. It also makes us put on fat around our tummy, grow hair, really start morphing into men. So bringing testosterone down, particularly for working women, is quite important. Now, foods that will push testosterone up are foods that displace insulin or actually make insulin work harder in the body, because there's a direct link between testosterone and insulin. Both of those are hormones, and it requires another key ingredient in the body called inositol. Now, foods that will push insulin up are all the sugary foods or foods known as carbohydrates. Now, some people aren't aware that carbohydrates are all your starchy things like chips and potatoes and rice, but also your fruit and vegetables. So anything really that started as a plant is usually made of a bit of fibre, water, vitamins and minerals and glucose. Whether it's fructose, maltose, galactose, it doesn't really matter, it's a form of sugar. So any carbohydrate, anything that's grown out of the earth, potentially will elevate your insulin. Now, some of them have what we call a high GI, high glycemic index, have more sugar in them. That is true. So you can get away with vegetables are fantastic in terms of getting fibre into your body because it's natural cellulose. It's not a grain-driven fibre. Vegetables are brilliant for that. And they have a low sugar load. So they're quite good. Do they lower testosterone? Probably not, but they probably stop it going up. Now, other things I see people fall into pitfalls with here are alcohol. So alcohol is in most cases, sugar-driven product. Now, it is liquid, but it can have more glucose impact on your body versus food. So it's really important if you're going to have alcohol, and I'm a fan of it. I think it's good. It helps people relax. It's great for social interaction. Then you need to have it with some protein, because protein will offset the glycemic or the insulin load. Now, that's true across the board for all insulin-derived responses. If you can eat carbohydrates with protein, which generally are animal food sources, nuts and seeds, you'll find that the insulin swing won't be as dramatic. So the rule I really get people living by is, one, only eat carbohydrates when you have a protein on board. Don't eat them on their own. The second thing is you don't want to be eating these foods when your cortisol or your insulin levels are already amplified. So don't eat when you're stressed, because testosterone responds quite differently. You've already got high circulating levels of cortisol and insulin. Throw testosterone into the mix and you're going to make fat a lot more quickly. So be very mindful that when you eat, you're nice and relaxed, you're focused on your food, you've allowed your stomach enzymes to kick in, and you're really engaged in your food. You're not looking at the computer or on the internet or answering Facebook stuff on the phone. You're actually focused on your food. That'll help you keep your testosterone levels down. Now, the opposite hormone to testosterone in the body is a hormone called oxytocin. Now,